Tell me how there's no fingerprints. My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. That Rock Nation, you will crumble. I am an apostle of God, and you will know who I am.
That people are fucking harassing her and calling her a liar. Why would somebody lie about getting shot? Why?
I want to support Megan because imagine if somebody shot you and then made an album gaslighting you.
It's not over.
One, we should trust her because she's Meg the Stallion. Yeah.
God does not lose.
What a time to be alive in this crazy, messed up, twisted world. Honest to God, karma. Listen, well, the second you start to doubt karma, the second you feel like you've got away scot-free, that's when. That is when, my friend. And Tory, you have met your match. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to this channel. I hope you're doing fantastic. I know I am. As finally, justice has been served. Finally, after how many years? 2 years of this? 2 to 3 years of this entire situation being completely blown out of proportion. We're gonna get into it, obviously. But Tory, you're a joke. And every single incel who was backing him for no reason, you're also a joke also. Like, the egg is not just on Tory's face with this entire situation of him pleading guilty multiple charges. Tory Lanez, I'm sure everybody by now, I expect everybody to know at least, Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion have been in this passa for the last 2.5 years because of the incident of her getting shot in the foot in the car. Everybody knows of it by now. For the past 2 to 3 years, Tory Lanez has been mocking, bashing, taunting Meg the Stallion of the situation in a plethora of different ways. Whether it's completely deny that it even happened, deny that he had any involvement in it, liar, liar. Whether it's to completely deny it, whether it's to completely undermine her emotions, her feelings of the entire situation, or if it's to completely downtrod and bribe his way out of the situation. This guy is not a good man. This guy is not a good man. Whether it's to get other rappers, other celebrities to join him in the taunting of this black woman. This guy is not a good man. He's not a good man. We've jumped from them not finding DNA on the handgun used during the shooting to him literally being pled guilty on all charges and facing up to 23 years in jail. I personally have seen a couple accounts of maybe some news reporters and some lawyers that were actually there during the trial. I find it so interesting to see what extent people will go to defend people who are blatantly in the wrong. It doesn't matter how much evidence, how many cries, how many testimonies Meg could give. There's just clearly there are going to be a really strange demographic of people who are going to continue to defend this horrible human being. It's scary. It's actually scary. The way that his parents, his dad in particular, stood up at the end of the trial and was screaming, shouting, calling Meg's prosecutors, calling the jury wicked, evil.
My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. That Rock Nation, you will crumble. I am an apostle of God, and you will know who I am.
That's right. Say that, man. Come on, man. I feel that, bro. Real talk.
It's not over. God does not lose. Never. And even though we've come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I
first
know
time
that this is wickedness. This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tarr, wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys He would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tar.
Is that not your son? Is that not your son who's wicked and evil? Is it not your son who held the gun and shot an innocent woman, an innocent black woman in the foot? For what? For what? You want to talk about evil? You want to talk about evil? Are you sure? Because people are delusional. You're delusional. That delusion is evident to me because as they were walking into the court at the beginning, as they were walking in, they were all smiles. They were all optimistic. There were people that were citing Tory to have a smile on his face, to be optimistic. He was not stressed at the beginning of the trial. He didn't give a toss about Meg's trauma throughout all of this. He didn't give a toss about any of that. I don't understand how a black woman's mental, physical, and emotional well-being consistently gets thrown under and undermined on a numerous basis. Meg has actually sat up and said during this trial, during this entire situation, how her career has faced a lot of damage. A lot of damage throughout this entire situation, and we can go into it. Of course, there have been some people, specifically black women, who have been defending Megan, who have been trying to let other people know that what's going on is effed up. However, it's quite difficult to do that when there are famous rappers like Drake, like DaBaby, who are overtly, publicly siding with her abuser, Tory Lanez. I think that is so messed up, and this is the biggest ick with the black community that I have, right? Drake, your head is in stew. Your head is in utmost a goosey soup, because I don't understand the mentality that some of these rappers have to feel like it is okay to joke about someone else's abuse, let alone forget if it's a black woman, anyone's abuse, period. But the fact that it's a black woman and you're black yourself, you would think that they would have some sort of awareness, some self-awareness of the world that's around us and how the world views black women anyway. So the fact that you've come up on multiple occasions to bash her and to enable her abuser, that's messed up. That's messed up. He has a song where he's literally sneak dissing her. It's messed up.
This bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. Shorty said she graduated, she ain't learning nothing.
Even if you don't like her necessarily, for whatever reasons you may have, keep out of it. Keep out of it. I don't understand as to why you have to instigate. Why do you need to instigate? You're adding your own 2 pence. You could have just sat there and chose to be impartial, to do that with your lips. But instead, you chose to enable a literal abuser. And now the egg is seriously on your face, because now he's facing not only decades in jail, but he's also facing deportation risks. He could be deported from the United States. That's the person that you're actually trying to defend. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely a joke that you chose to ignore the pictures that Meg was uploading on social media of her foot with a bullet in it. You decided to say that it was fake. People were calling it fake. People were saying that she was making it up, that she was acting. It was a prop, it was a stage. You guys chose to ignore multiple testimonies from this woman with proof. I don't get it. And for what? What proof did Tory Lanez? What, because he's a black man with a big mouth? Come on. We're not even beginning to talk about DaBaby's nonsense. DaBaby, another one who decided to bring out Tory Lanez despite knowing that Meg had a very real and very serious restraining order against him for this reason of the gun situation, but he decided to bring him out unknown to anybody at Rolling Loud.
I'll get somebody out here $1 million if they can guess who in here. I know who that is. I know who the fuck that is.
It's just this continued display of disrespect for me. It's the continued display of disrespect for the black woman's struggles, strifes, and tribulations, pain for me. And I've had enough. I've genuinely had enough of it. It's sickening to my stomach. I would think in an ideal world, black rappers, whether you're female, male, whatever it may have you, don't do stuff like this to your own people. You shouldn't do stuff like this to anyone, but to your own people, it's extra dirty, especially in this world. Especially in America, bruh. Especially in America. If we protected black women, if we believed black women, if we actually took black women's pain seriously in the same way how we take other racist problems seriously, we do. If this was a white woman who got shot by a rapper, I guarantee this would have been sorted out years ago. But with the black woman, we don't have this same urgency. We need to change that. I would dream of the entire world to wake up and, you know, just value black women. But for me, the main issue is the fact that we don't even value ourselves with our own selves. There are genuine studies that you can look up and see where black men choose black women the least out of every other race. Meanwhile, other races tend to go to their own race the most. I'm so sick of seeing this. We need to stand together and stop bashing each other and undermining our own struggles. Because at the end of the day, it was mainly black men, black rappers specifically, but black men bashing Megan, taunting her, and undermining her entire struggles in this situation. That is not right. That's not right. We need to genuinely do better. Meg, if you ever were to come across this video, I'm just sorry, genuinely. Nobody should have to go through this. Because even though she's technically won now, personally, I don't think it cuts it. I feel like every single black rapper, Drake, DaBaby, all of them, who publicly bashed her, owes her a public apology to set things right. If you're actually going to be a man, try. If you're actually going to be a man and you actually want to fix this, you would publicly apologize. You publicly humiliated her, so you should publicly apologize. Last time I checked, 2 + 2 = 4. Learn to do better as black men in the black community. Instead of enabling abusers, let's try and stop abusers. It doesn't matter if they're your favorite rapper, it doesn't matter if they're your friend. Stop enabling these type of people. And then maybe we wouldn't have to have these conversations of every day, the black community arguing about issues within itself. We wouldn't have to have these type of conversations if it weren't for people like you. Meg deserves every single drop of justice that she has gotten in this entire situation, and every single inch of justice that is yet to come. But yes, that's it, guys. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to head over to my TikTok, which is where I found the majority of this information anyways, where I was watching the trial, the lawyers that was giving information about the trial. Make sure to follow me there. And of course, make sure to follow me on my Instagram, because hey, you might as well. And guys, you're here, so you might as well subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see y'all in the next one.